Hello and welcome to our brand new podcast, We Called It, a podcast that predicts the future.
Kind of.
Join myself, Lewis Reeves, and my good friend,
Joe Bull,
as we tell tales of people who have predicted the future in the past and either got it bang on or hilariously wrong.
I predict we're going to have a lot of fun.
I think we should get into the first episode of Chaos.
Yeah, it's mad.
Bear with us, it's our first one. A lot of nervous energy. But I think it's important to say that I would not have anyone else co-host this show other than you, Joe.
Thanks, mate. That's really nice.
I did ask two other people and they dropped out at late notice, so that's why I got you in. So
Spiteful in that.
enjoy. Why are we holding hands?
I love it.
It's when it goes all quiet, you know, like on a
I
film.
know.
When
That's
it
the
goes
bit that
quiet,
makes me nervous.
when it
Because I'm
goes-
like, we're
yeah.
doing something proper.
when you're on a film set
Yeah.
and they go, okay, right, sound, speed in.
Quiet on set.
You go, oh, it's because it's quiet for everyone, but not for me.
And action.
Yeah.
Sorry, can we go again? That was my fault.
Don't worry, we'll cut around it. That was my take. Right, brilliant.
Still
Thanks.
rolling.
Huh? Action. What?
Not ready. I'm not ready.
I owe everyone an apology because when I first came up with this concept, I said to Matt on the phone, I said, yeah, we've got a great studio. It's this old pop stars in Henley on Thames. We can use it. And now we're in my shitty pub and Matt's sitting on a washing machine. So I am
think
sorry.
It's a shitty pub, actually.
Well, I like it.
I like it.
Okay, good.
It's well cozy.
Uh-huh.
Pineapples everywhere. They're good luck.
What were you... Yeah, why is that?
I don't know why.
Oh, so you just say... I thought that when you said that
I
earlier...
thought pineapples were good luck. I thought when people moved, you'd get someone a pineapple as a gift. Is that not a vibe?
That's not a thing. Why would you get someone a pineapple for... Is that like a... Have you ever heard of that, Matt?
No, never.
That's not a thing.
It's a vibe. I'm telling you now, if we Googled it...
Hold on. I've got to have a look at that.
Yeah.
Because that just sounds like utter nonsense. Pineapple... Moving home.
Is it? Is it?
Hang on.
It's something though,
Just
isn't
hang
it?
on. In Chinese tradition, the Hokkien term for pineapple...
What was that?
Hokkien? Or is it Hokkien? Term for pineapple is similar to the Hokkien term for welcoming prosperity.
Oh, dang!
This ritual is as simple as it is. Take a pineapple and roll it over the house while chanting particular phrases.
Such as?
It doesn't say, but I imagine, we've got you a pineapple.
Good luck in your new home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this will bless and make your home prosperous and abundant for as long as you live there.
See? Look at the prosperity and abundance.
I feel like an idiot now. Well done you.
Well, thank you.
Do you want to see something else really cool with this pub?
Yeah.
The plumber who worked here was...
It's not even funny.
The plumber who worked here on doing this house
Yeah.
was, for want of a better word, a raging alcoholic. The first time I ever met him, he had a massive beard. He had a fag that was stubbed out, totally smoked, just burnt down to the stub. He had half an egg McMuffin.
Oh,
and
good choice though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I opened the door for the first day and I was like, oh, hi, let's call him Mark.
Yeah. That's a good standard
Yeah.
alcoholic name.
Yeah. Sorry, Mark's out there.
Yeah.
He opened the door, he has a big beard, and he just turned to me and went, oh. And the vodka kick off him. I was like, wow. I was like, in my head, I was like, please don't be, just please be lost.
Yeah.
And I went, Mark, and he went, hello. And then 5 minutes later, he was in my kitchen with a blowtorch, and you could just smell booze. And the reason that I tell you this is that I was watching a football match down here with some friends the other day, and we were looking, I don't think we can see on the cameras, but we were looking at the ceiling, but it's got like this tap, and I was like, I think it's for the water. Now, if you put your hand up there, Joe, go, no, there's nothing bad.
Have you got a bottle up there?
Mark did.
No.
Have a look. Have a little look. Show to camera what you found. So that is a very cheap bottle of vodka that was probably getting Mark through the day.
He's hid it in the bloody roof.
I want to know how many bottles of vodka are stashed around my house.
They're all in the floorboards.
I know.
Do you think that's water then? Because is that gas? No, gas.
I'm not worried about the pipe. I'm worried about the bottle of vodka in my house. I don't give a shit about the pipe.
Don't worry, I think that's ingenious.
That's why I've left it.
And it fits perfectly as well. It's the perfect width.
Oh, he's smart. He's a smart lad. He's got a short life expectancy, but he's very smart.
I'm surprised that he's smoking with that because he's kind of light.
Honestly, he gave me so much anxiety. The whole thing.
Clever bloke, though.
Clever bloke. Right. Should we talk about doing a podcast then? Done a bit of research. What do you think is like the top thing that you need to make your podcast successful?
Listeners. That's a byproduct.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to say no, not the top thing though.
No, banging co-host.
Wrong again.
Oh.
Absolutely not important. I'm going to take celebrity endorsement.
Oh.
That's what you need. So I've rung around.
Yeah.
Got my black book open.
Oh, yeah.
And do you know of an actor called David Morrisey?
Yeah, no, I do. No, I do. I'm shit with names.
He's in Britannia.
Yeah, no, I do know.
One of the biggest actors in the UK.
Yeah.
I called him up. I went, Mozza. I went, we need some celebrity endorsement. He said, don't worry, I've got you. Here he is. Bam.
Oh, hi. This is a message for Lewis. It's David Morrisey here. Thanks for asking me about the podcast, mate, but I don't really know who you are. So I'm sorry, I don't think I'll be joining you. But as I say, thanks very much.
Not the feedback I wanted. However, technically, we've had David Morrisey on the podcast.
Yeah, so...
I did send you this. So I thought another good thing for a podcast, celebrity endorsement, top producer.
Hopefully.
Top talent. Don't put yourself down, man. You're bloody brilliant. You. I sent you quite a terrible attempt at a theme tune.
Yeah.
Didn't I?
Yeah.
To which you said, I can do better. I waited for a reply for about 3 hours. And Jo just told me today, she went, oh yeah, I was trying to do that, but I couldn't find the plug to the Yamaha keyboard, so I just went to bed. So I've been waiting for fucking ages.
I did. As soon as I got the jingle through,
Yeah.
I looked at my roommates and I was like, it's good, but I can match this. And some.
Bless him, he's had a go.
He's had a go.
Yep.
So I went into Ju's room. Where's the Yamaha? Get the Yamaha out. Where's the plug?
Who's Ju's room, sorry?
Ju's my
It's not
roommate.
just a room full of
No, it's
Jews.
not.
Let's just make that very clear.
No, not a room full of Jews.
Okay.
Jew, who I live with.
Okay.
One of the roommates.
Mm-hmm.
And couldn't find the plug. I was going to put it on a demo. Remember that old demo on a Yamaha that was like... And then I YouTubed some demos.
Yep. So you could have done it off that.
No, because the one I wanted the shit one.
So it was too good.
It was too good. All the demos on YouTube are like, and they're all layered.
That is too good, isn't it,
Yeah.
Matt? You're right. I'd have listened to that and gone, no professionals, please. Come on, Jo. Well, what I sent you was this. This is we called it jingle, okay? COVID-19, called it. Leicester winning the league, we called it. United losing their teeth, we called it. We called that shit, baby.
Oh.
I think pretty good.
When I heard it, I thought, am I really going to give up my Sundays for this?
Wow, that's endorsement, isn't it? That's our producer.
The fact that he's sitting on a washing machine, he's driven all the way from Bournemouth, though, I'm going to let him have that. That is absolutely...
Fair point.
That is a very fair point. But I sent this to another good mate of mine, amazing producer, does loads for film, very busy guy. So I get him on the phone and go, would you like to do something for free, please? He wasn't over the moon, but he turned it into this, and I actually think it's really... I think it's too cool. And Matt said...
Coming out of all these surprises, Lewis.
Mate, I've done a bit of work.
Yeah.
So here it is, our jingle to the show. Gap band. COVID-19, caught it. Leicester winning the league, caught it. Nana losing the teeth, caught it. We caught that shit, baby. We caught that shit, baby.
Oh, a nice bit of reverb on the back. Yeah.
And he made that cool.
Yeah.
We should probably talk about what the podcast's about, really.
Yeah.
And why we're doing it.
Yeah. It's in the future.
Yeah. You're quite a spiritual person. I'm not really. I'm getting there. But you with mediums, clairvoyance, stones.
Crystals.
Crystals,
I mean,
sorry.
stones, that works too.
Oh, that's a bit of you, isn't it?
The clairvoyant world,
Mm.
I've only had a couple of tarot readings in my life.
Okay.
The rocks and the stones,
Yeah.
the crystals and all that,
Yeah.
that's proper my bag.
Now it's time for the Oracle. Call.
This is a person in history, space, and time that got their predictions eerily right. It's time for Baba Vanga. Right, well, that brings us quite nicely on to our next section, which is going to be the Oracle, which is basically a section about a person who had their finger on the pulse.
No, I can't. Oh, yeah. It's
Really? Finger hole.
Oh, it's pathetic.
It's pathetic.
Oh, no. Who's that? Who's that?
So what do you know about Baba Vanga?
Nothing.
I will say I'm not slagging her off, but whoever her company photographer was
Not good.
has not done her any favours.
No
bless her.
favour.
For the sake of this section, I'm going to call her Babs. From 1996, Baba Vanga was the lead singer of the Venga Boys. No. Okay.
Go on.
So Babs was a famous Bulgarian mystic and clairvoyant who lived from 1911 to 1996. Her followers believed she could see the future and predict significant events that would shape our world, the Nostradamus of the Balkans. Before she died, she is believed to have made thousands of predictions up until the year 5079, when she believed the world would end. Each year, Baba's prophecies are revealed before the start of January, but there are always doubts over which ones she made herself, as they were never actually written down.
Oh, she messed up there, didn't she?
Bit of a disclaimer. Well, and also that could be, so they're released every January, so that could just technically be like an intern at Babs Incorporated.
Need to get it out.
What's happening this year?
Oh.
It's a bit grey.
But unfortunately, she's forgetting to write them down as well. Like, if you are a future predictor and something comes into your brain,
Yeah.
you got to write that shit down.
I have left a crucial piece of information out, and that is she was blind.
Oh, God.
And she was came from very humble beginnings, so she could barely read sort of Braille as well. So,
oh, no.
so she should have had someone else doing it for her.
Yeah. So they let her down then, didn't they?
They did a bit. Her origin story, it's probably a documentary or a film. I haven't, to be honest with you, I'll do a little disclosure. If you've come to the podcast for historical reference points, education, and general information
that are facts,
you've come to the wrong place. Because my information is compiled from Wikipedia and Cornwall Live.
I prefer the Cornwall Live.
That is
authenticity.
That is 90% of the article. Okay, so
why Cornwall?
Big into their Bulgarian clairvoyance.
Yeah,
you didn't know that. It's so random, isn't it? Okay, right. So Babs, she was a premature baby. This is weird. Yeah. It's a weird start.
Yeah.
She was a premature. We're not laughing at her.
No, we're not. And we're not laughing at premature babies either.
Definitely not.
Not.
Or the blind.
No.
Although, what are they going to do? No. Okay.
Okay.
She was a premature baby, this is weird, who suffered from health complications. And in accordance with local tradition, the baby was not given a name until she was deemed likely to survive.
Oh, that's spiteful.
Nurse, what are you doing in the back there? You better not be naming those babies. Nah, you'll only get attached. When Babs first cried out, a midwife went into the street and
named her.
No, it's even weirder than that.
Oh.
And went into the street and asked a stranger for a name. The stranger proposed Andromache. I'm very sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. This was rejected for being too Greek. Think of how mental that is. A nurse runs out into the street. You're going to get
And there's drama involved, you know?
Well, you're just outside a hospital.
Yeah.
Go off to get a sausage roll.
No.
Someone goes, the baby we thought was going to die isn't going to die. What are we going to call her? And you go, oh, Andromache? And you go, a bit Greek. That would ruin my week. It gets worse because then she asked another...
Like, don't ask me that. Get your own name.
Fuck off. Just because you can't think of anything.
I was helping you out. I've just missed my train now.
That's my mother's name.
Rude.
Yeah. Anyway, another stranger's proposal was also a Greek name, which was adapted to the Bulgarian version Vangelia, which is now Vanga, Baba Vanga. But what blows my mind there is that the second stranger also suggested a Greek name, and she went, yeah, we'll put a Bulgarian twist on that.
Yeah.
She then was returned to the family. She had a normal life until about 12 years old, and then this is where it gets spooky. And her origin story really starts.
It now gets spooky?
It now gets spooky. It's an odd start.
Okay.
She was playing in a wheat field with her cousins when unnaturally large storm hit the village, and Baba was flung into the air and went missing during the chaos.
What? How was she flung into the air?
From the storm. Her parents found her a few days later.
Days?
And she had mysteriously lost her ability to see. This is where Babs is said to have had her first future predicting vision in the days that she was missing, claiming her sight was replaced with a clairvoyant ability to foresee the future in her mind's eye. Do you want to hear some of her most famous predictions?
Yeah.
And they are pretty impressive.
Okay,
so September the 11th, the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center. Baba Vanga reportedly predicted the invasion in 1989, describing a horrible thing that would happen in America. She said, American brethren will fall after being attacked by the steel birds, and innocent blood will be gushing. Steel birds.
Planes.
And I know what they fucking are. I'll do a little disclosure right now as well. A lot of her predictions they're pretty heavy. The election of Barack Obama as the president of the United States. Baba Vanga was eerily precise, saying that the 44th US president would be African American. So she's gone like that, I imagine, in the African American community. We're going to have the 44th. Wow, what an amazing day. But then she said he would also be the country's last. So she's gone straight in, I imagine, in
and
the
then she's just ripped
and then she's gone straight back out.
She's given them that.
One hit wonder.
She's taken it away.
Yeah, but it'll be the last one.
All right. Spiteful. Again.
Yeah, she's not doing very well.
And she's very cutthroat with the predictions, isn't she?
The Kursk nuclear submarine disaster. Do you remember that?
Never heard of that.
No, I've never even heard of that.
I don't like submarines at all.
Skipping it then. It's gone.
I don't like them.
Yeah, we'll skip it.
I think they're very, very sinister. Actually, I found something out about submarines, but we'll do that another time.
No, let's do it now.
No, because I can't remember it.
Okay.
I might have printed it out.
You find submarines sinister.
It was something. Someone predicted something about submarines and said,
was it Baba Vanga on the
no,
Kursk?
It wasn't.
Are you now just going to tell me about this?
I'm going to steal your story.
Yeah.
No, it was something about some bloke said, yeah, submarines, they'll never last. They'll never work. You can't put people under water, that much water, with no air and all that. They'll die within like hours. Well, you got that wrong. So
we'll clip that out for the podcast. That's the... If they haven't turned off yet, they are on the edge of their seat. There's a bloke basically once that said there was a submarine. It doesn't work as a concept. And now isn't he stupid? It's essentially... I'm glad we've skipped over that.
Yeah, skip the submarine.
Okay, what about... she said a good one on Donald Trump. This is quite a good one. She prophesied that Donald Trump would suffer from a mysterious disease in 2018. Many thought this came true. It's past 2018 now.
Just thought...
Many thought this came true when the former US president got coronavirus, but it did not go as Baba planned. The disease was supposed to leave Mr. Trump death and causing him brain trauma, which
He's already got. So.
debatable, isn't
questionable.
it? Baba also claimed that she knew that Europe would cease to exist by 2017, although Europe is obviously very much still standing. Some think the clairvoyant was talking about Brexit.
No.
So that's pretty spot on.
Did she call it Brexit?
She didn't call it Brexit. But I'm glad that you're listening. And she claimed that Europe would cease to exist by 2017.
And when was Brexit? 2017?
Well, we voted on it in 2016, and then it's been going on for fucking ever, it felt like. I mean, they're still negotiating terms now.
I mean, look, I'm splitting hairs, aren't I? Because that's pretty close prediction. Because she said 2016.
Yeah, if you wanted to be
a year off.
If you wanted to be an arsehole about it. You got that wrong, didn't you? Don't listen to Babs. Okay, do you want some that she's predicted for this year? So this was released in January 23.
Makes me nervous. Go on.
Wait, so how does this work? Who's asking her these questions? And it's like, oh yeah, the latest drop's coming. Do you know what I mean? It's like Spotify Wrapped.
The latest drop. Yeah. Babs has got a new album.
Yes, that's very true.
So she would just, people are just releasing this now every January, her team. So this could be the intern, the producer. I'm not saying it is because she's got a big following. That's not, I'm not having to go.
Well, do you know what it could be? You know, those things where like big famous people get all the press and all the notoriety, but it's some like, you know, I found that out. I actually did that. And Baba's taken all the glory.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, another prediction Baba made for 2023 is the emergence of a new religion based on artificial intelligence. And that AI may replace religion as our go-to answer to life's big question. Regardless, it remains to be seen if Baba's prediction will come true. That's pretty spooky.
I think it gets really close to the mark when that's so not the right expression that I want to use. So I'll say my phrase and then you can pick the expression.
I'll translate
fine
it.
Fine line.
I'll translate
Maybe
it for that. Yeah. Go on.
But
so you're not going to say the words that you mean or the order
no,
that you're going to say them in, and then I've got to try and guess.
Yeah, you can try and string it together.
Okay.
So this thing about when people predict like AIs in the future and robots and aliens, we've done all that. We know that's coming, don't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The way technology's going, we know there's going to be robots. We know there's something up there.
Yeah.
There's got to be aliens.
So you're saying it's not that impressive because we can all see it.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I kind of get
like,
it.
She's done a general statement of like, in 2023, we're going to have AIs. Oh, are we? Well, they're on their way already.
She died in 1996.
Really?
Yeah, she died in 1996.
Did you say that already?
Yeah.
Oh, I think me and Joe just like...
No, I missed that.
I missed that as
Apparently
well.
no one's listening. So.
No.
Because I was with Joe,
no,
I was like, well, yeah, anyone could make these predictions. But she died in 96.
But what was happening in 96? Because did we already have some cell phones on the way? Did we already have some like hardcore technology happening?
But I can go one further than that. What makes it really interesting is that she would have lost her sight in 1922.
In the storm, with the stones in the corner.
Yeah. So she's never, and she can barely read Braille. Do you know what I mean? So she's not an amazingly educated girl, but she's making all these prophecies and predictions on things that she's never seen. So it wasn't until like 60s, 70s that computer technology really started to come in, and then the 80s and, you know, birth of the films like The Terminator.
I'm going to give you this.
Which grasped people's, you know, imaginations. You're going to give me it?
Yeah. I'm going to let you have that because you're right. She hasn't technically seen any of this shit evolving.
Yeah. It's not like going, and Joe will have a blue, be wearing a blue dress today. Oh, bloody hell, what do you know? She is. It's not, she's never, ever even seen these things.
No.
So how is she imagining them?
Wow, this is the $1 million question.
Unless someone's just going, Babs, there's this new thing called AI.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll drop that.
Yeah.
Got some stocks in it. And then I think there was another one. I mean, they're all...
But she got one happy-ish one.
A great Muslim war will occur in 2023, leading to the death of millions of people. Europe will be left almost uninhabitable as a result of war. Muslims will invade Europe and conquer it. I think there might be a bit of a regime going on here.
Keep it light, mate.
Yeah. A great shaking will occur in 2023, causing massive earthquakes and tsunamis. China will become the world's next superpower. A new form of energy will be discovered that will change the course of humanity in 2023.
Solar panels.
So, from what I've derived here, Babs is a very was a very important, influential person, but not someone you'd invite for dinner. If I saw her coming down the road, I'd probably cross over. And she wouldn't have any hurt feelings because she wouldn't even see me coming. So. And that's not me having a dig, that's protecting her.
No, she wouldn't come anywhere near me because they're quite...
It's a bit heavy.
Very. I mean, how is she coping with all this? You know,
Cat's
talk
gonna
about...
die.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
because I just dropped 700 quid to get his leg fixed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
You don't need that.
No. I like that I'm not sad that the cat's dying. I'm just annoyed that I've
It's
dropped
cost
700 quid
700
to fix his leg.
There we
So
go.
that's
That's
the
Baba
life.
Vanga. Thanks, Babs.
Fools, fools, fools. It's now the time for Bools, fools.
Welcome to the next part of the show where Joe leads us through a prediction that fell flat on its face, starting with Ethernet genius inventor Bob Metcalfe. Full disclosure, Joe pronounces Ethernet throughout. Enjoy. I think we should flip the switch because you've done a bit of research yourself.
So the
Go on.
situation we've got with mine, it's just one person again, but it's
Okay.
what he's done with these predictions that got me hooked. His name is...
Can you please put them on for
Yeah.
me? Thanks.
I can see better. I can't. They're Blu-ray.
We said, what did we call her earlier? What's the Danger Mouse?
Penfold.
Penfold, but also a little bit Mr. Magoo. A really cute Mr. Magoo,
Oh, thanks, mate.
but, you know.
Yeah, I'll take it. Mr. McGill, I've got a mirror there. Right, this is Robert Metcalfe.
Mm-hmm.
You heard of him?
No.
So he invented EarthNet.
Okay.
Do you know what EarthNet is?
No, I don't know what that is.
No, I didn't think you would because I didn't either. So I wrote it down.
Stab and dart, like Ethernet cables? Anything
Yeah.
like that?
So it is to do with having multiple internet connections in different areas. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert on
I
it.
know, but you're a techie man, aren't you?
I'm quite impressed that I managed to...
Follow what I was saying.
Yeah.
EarthNet is the traditional technology for connecting devices in a wired local area network, otherwise known as LAN, or a wide area network, otherwise known as WAN. So it's basically like Wi-Fi, apparently.
Right, okay. Yeah, just through
Something
a cable.
like that. Yeah, through a cable.
Okay, brilliant.
So, so he's a genius.
Yep.
He's a multi-millionaire and business entrepreneur.
Still alive?
He's still alive.
Okay.
And he enjoys the quiet and suburban life with his wife, Robin. When he's not preoccupied with this like entrepreneurialism, creating like literally groundbreaking internet shit,
Okay.
he lives on 450 acres and he tends to his rare pigs that weigh up to 200 pounds.
I'm loving this anecdotal.
I know.
We are really going off
No.
track, but I'm all
No.
for it. Tell us more about the pigs, Joe.
I know, that's what I was fascinated by. It gets better. So
You're like a kid in a classroom where you're like, don't push that button.
yeah.
You're just
no.
gonna push. You're
Oh,
gonna
I'll
push all the
press it.
buttons.
Yeah. Do you know what my parents used to say to me? Because I would never do something. If you said to me, Jay, can you tidy your room? Or Jay, can you make us a cup of tea? Or whatever it was, I wouldn't do it. But if they started saying, oh, Jay, don't go and make a cup of tea. We don't want one. Don't do that for us. I'd go and put the kettle on.
Reverse psychology.
I was born to live by that.
Brilliant.
So, 450 acres in Maine, tending to rare pigs.
Yeah.
And I like that the weight is in here. They weigh up to 200 pounds.
Right. Is this relevant?
No, but I love the way that this article writes this because
Right,
it goes
okay.
on to say
Yeah.
he also raises and breeds other farm animals of rare breeds,
Okay.
such as pigs, cows, chicken, goats, sheep, and horses.
Okay.
So he's got a whole farm of
Yeah.
rare animals.
Okay.
Wait,
Nothing to do with EarthNet.
Are they rare though? They
That's
sound
what
like
I'm on
pretty
about.
standard.
They
like,
stand-
Farmers.
I think it's meant-
Oh, sorry.
Do you know?
Okay.
No, I thought they sounded pretty standard. Like
Yeah.
rare animals such as
Cows.
sheep and cows. Okay.
So he does a bit of farming on the
He
side.
does a bit of farming on the
whilst he's
side.
an
Well, he
inventor.
can now, can't he? Because he's this,
Right, okay.
multi-billionaire. Right.
Right.
So he's paid for his college. He's older now. He's paid for his college fees,
Uh-huh.
and he's worked night shifts as a computer programmer. Rah, we've all done the tea. He served as the captain of the tennis team. I think that's a pun, if I'm honest, the way they've written that.
Right.
And now he's got 2 degrees in MIT. I thought he was showing off a bit there. But
Right, he's not written this article himself.
no,
though,
I
has he?
know. I can't believe it. No,
Right.
he hasn't. So 2 degrees
Yeah.
in engineering and stuff like that.
So this section of the show is about a prediction.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to it.
Okay, right.
Because basically,
Yeah.
the prediction is a bit crap and a bit boring. But what he does about his prediction, I found mesmerising.
Okay, I'm all ears. Some people in the podcast world would call this fluffing.
Right, it is fluffing. I'm a professional fluffer.
I've heard you're an absolutely fancy fluffer.
So he's got these 2 degrees now, and he's a naturally curious man.
Okay, yeah.
Now
He's
we've
got
got
farmyards.
genius
Yeah.
and we've got naturally curious.
Mm-hmm.
So he predicts now. So he's older again, and in 1995 he predicts that the internet
Yeah,
will suffer a catastrophic collapse, quote unquote.
yeah.
The following year, after he predicted this catastrophic collapse of the internet, he promised to eat his words if it did not collapse. During his keynote speech at the 6th International World Wide Web Conference in 97, so this is 2 years after
Yeah.
he took a printed copy of his column that predicted the collapse, put it in a blender with some liquid, and then consumed the pulpy mass.
What, on stage?
Yep.
He's a man of his words.
So
Man of many words.
so he's made this prediction
Yeah.
about the internet crashing.
Yeah.
I'll eat my words if that doesn't crash. I'll eat my words. So
Yeah.
he's pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had to eat them. He's put them in a blender.
So
in
just
front of-
he never thought that the internet would catch on or be a big thing.
No, he thought it would collapse.
He thought it would collapse. Right, okay.
And he didn't. So he's eaten
He
his
certainly
words.
has. Yeah.
So he's literally eating his words. It gets better. He's put it in a blender with some liquid because obviously you can't just chew the paper.
Right, yeah.
That's
That we're
gonna-
going
do
into
you know
the
what I mean?
specifics of how he's
No,
digested.
Thanks
no,
for that
it's
joke.
important. It's important because this next bit,
Yeah.
he had tried to eat his words, printed on a very large cake. So he's made this prediction, and he's actually gone away and thought, "Oh fuck, it hasn't collapsed. I said I'd eat my words.
How am I going to do this?
How am I going to do this?
Yeah.
Right, let's put it on a really large cake,
Yeah, this makes sense.
and I'll eat the cakes." No, he couldn't get away with that
Right.
because the audience would not accept this form of him eating his words.
What?
Now, tell me how that's gone about.
Has he done market research?
Do you know what I mean? How is this? I can't get my head around. So he's made this prediction.
I think you're right. I think he's written this article because he's given himself a glowing CV. We've digressed into this farmyard bullshit.
Yeah, he's told
What a
us all about-
genius he is.
Yeah, he's genius. Genius and a curious man.
And then he's got it catastrophically wrong.
Catastrophic. So now he was going to put it on a cake and try and get away with it. Because that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know, I quite enjoy eating his words then.
100%, yeah.
Get my prediction on a carrot cake. Let me knock that back. I've eaten my words. No, and the audience has gone, no. The audience. So that means has he got the cake on stage then? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've gone, not good enough, boy.
Oi, Metcalfe, you gonna eat that on a cake, are you?
Letting yourself off the hook there, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, cake's got to go
And he's going, do you know what? Don't worry, I've got plan B. I've got a blender here.
with some liquid.
Some liquid in.
So in 95,
Yeah.
Bob, we're calling him Bob now.
Okay.
He on, nickname basis now. He predicted now that the internet would suffer a gigalapsis.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Because I didn't.
It's an island with lots of turtles.
That's what I thought when I That's what I thought.
Yeah. What is a gigalapsis?
So a
It's
gigalapsis-
a collapsing of information.
How did you know that?
Well, things are stored in like gigabytes, aren't they? So I've just
that's
done a
clever.
process of elimination.
Oh, that is clever because I went to Galapagos.
Yeah.
So it's when a server is unable to respond.
Right. Okay.
So you were basically right. Well done.
Thank you very much.
So he's now predicted this new one, and he's promised again to
Bob.
eat his words again.
Bob.
He's promised again. He's promised to eat his words again if it did not collapse.
What's happened?
His gloomy prediction was proved wrong. And in 97, same year, it's unfortunate, he's had to put his offending article that he wrote about the collapse in another blender.
He's had to. Is the
Yeah.
interesting
Yeah, I
bit
know.
of that. He's had
to
to.
put
Absolutely had to, yeah.
in a blender with some water at an industry conference, and
Why in front of people?
he's eaten the pulp. He's gone a bit haywire here because he's now had to eat this one with a spoon.
Had to. It's the use of the word.
I know.
had to.
Is that
was
his wife
dying.
saying that? Who's saying that?
Who
Robert,
is
you
saying
have
that?
to do
He's
that.
around
Yeah.
doing it. He's like, I'm going to have to eat words. No one's asking you to, Robert. We know you got it wrong. It's there.
Yeah.
It's documented. Yeah, we all get it wrong. I'm going to have to eat them. You're not going to have to.
Paper
The
mache.
cake, the cake won't work. They won't go for that.
They won't
no
go for
one's
that.
commenting on it.
No,
No one cares. He's got a fetish.
I mean, it is weird.
Are they going to have to watch me eat these words? No.
Blender, liquid, he knows he's got to have some water in
Oh,
that.
well.
That's basically paper mache.
They want to watch me eat these words.
Yeah, and I can't drink it this time.
Yeah.
I fucked it.
Yeah.
So, spoon. Anyone got a spoon?
Oh, I'm going to have to swallow it in front of you. Pull your trousers up, mate.
Why has he actually got the spoon as well? Like, what? He's not able to do that, look.
Right.
It's not going down. He's got to get a spoon, and he's standing there in front of another conference with another shitty prediction about something he practically invented, really.
It's backfired.
It's backfired. It's the cake that got me.
And it's quite the opposite of Babs. It's like, well done, Robert.
Imagine if all the fakies that predicted things got it wrong. Eat that.
I feel quite sorry for him now because he's blatantly in the pub after. He's like, oh, bloody, that was mental, wasn't it? Did you see that at the conference when I ate my words? Like, oh, lager's on me. Lager's in. Words in me.
And he's had to poop that out as well. How'd you poop paper mache out? It's
think
all the stuff that surrounds that whole thing for me.
It's very weird. He
Making
looks just-
predictions, and then when you get it wrong, you've got to eat that, and not on a cake, mate, because it's not acceptable on a cake. You need punishing harder. Put that shit in a blender,
It's very
or
weird.
get a spoon. I think I'm genuinely more fascinated with the first person who's gone, no, he's not that. I don't want him doing it on a cake because he's getting away with it lightly now.
If this has happened at all.
Oh, that'll ruin it. Google, put that in.
This one, it says Bob gets his just desserts.
Not on a cake, he doesn't.
Oh, wow. Do you know what, Joe? It really goes into it. The crowd erupted in hoops, claps and chants of eat, baby, eat.
No.
When he put the decision to voice a vote. So he put it up for a vote, saying, should I eat them? Then the crowd booed and whistled when Metcalfe tried to get away with it by eating a piece of giant cake.
I said they had the cake on stage. The cake was on stage.
I know you've said the word cake about 62 times. And finished with icing to look like it was a column instead of eating a column itself.
Oh, that's what they were hung up on. It wasn't practical.
You mean eating just a piece of cake is not enough to satisfy you?
Keep going.
I kind of suspected it would turn ugly, he said in mock surprise. Metcalfe then ripped a copy of the offensive column from a back issue of the industry publication, tore it into pieces and dropped it into a clear liquid in an electric blender he'd hidden on stage.
Also, he did have plan B ready.
The columnist then poured the resulting mix into the bowl and tasted the cloudy, pulpy substance with a spoon before slurping it down with the bowl's contents to the crowd's cheers. Joe, I genuinely thought, I didn't know where we were going with that. I thought this was utter nonsense.
Isn't it so good?
The the article below him is The Legend of Bob Metcalfe. Wow. There we go. Well done.
Isn't it so good?
So that was Bulls Fools.
Yeah.
And Bob Metcalfe, you are now in Bulls Fools.
Fools.
Into the third and final section of the podcast. This is where it's going to get really interesting, I think, because we're going to make some predictions of our own. Matt has prepared some questions. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah, that's correct.
You prepared them ages ago with lots of research.
Definitely not this morning in the Premier Inn.
Yeah,
correct.
brilliant. Well done.
Yeah. And I'm thinking I was supposed to predict some future stuff. Yeah.
Oh, have you got some predictions yourself as well?
No, have you?
No.
No, great.
No. We're going to
Great.
make some predictions
I was
now.
like, I did not get that.
Joe, I was like, as I'm pretty sure everyone's aware, Joe hasn't got a clue what's going on. It's episode 1. Stick with us. So Matt, what's going to happen now is Matt's going to ask us some questions.
Yeah.
Ask us some questions. We're going to make some predictions on this, and then next week he'll tell us the answers. And based on that, we'll get you catching up. Oh yeah, I remember about this. It's in the script, Joe. Thanks for reading. We will then get a point tally. Whoever has the lowest tally at the end of the season has to do a forfeit. And I would say we put it to the listeners.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever the forfeit could be. It could be anything from
eating
your words. Brilliant. Bob would love that. I think so we could pick something extreme like a skydive.
Yeah.
Because would you be up for that? That would scare me shitless. But I think it'd be good. It'd be great content. It'd be great.
Do it for the content.
Do it for the content. So anything, send us in your suggestions at.
Oh, do we have an email or where do you want to?
I was meant to set up an email. Did you set up an email? No, I set up socials.
Yeah.
We can get us on at We Called It Podcast. At We Called It Podcast. Slip into the DMs and let us know. I haven't heard that joke, the wanking joke, since I was about 14.
I'm taking it back.
Brilliant. Okay, right, we ready for this?
Question 1. So I've recently moved house and I'm almost on speaking terms with the postman. I'm going to ask him, what is his name?
We've got to make a prediction.
You've
on
got to
your
make a
postman's
prediction
name.
on the postman's name.
I mean, I'm not going to go for the obvious one.
What's that?
Pat.
Oh.
Bob.
Of course it's Postman
God.
Bob. Postman Bob.
Oh, Christ, we're coming to the end.
No, it's good.
Okay, so you're in Bournemouth.
Correct.
Okay.
Does that have a bearing on what the name could be?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of Bobs in Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
White guy?
Yep.
Okay, white guy. How old?
30.
Okay, about in his 30s.
Oh, that's just changed mine, because if he was
Oh,
old,
I went very specific. Sorry. Yeah, 30s. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no, that
30s.
could be...
What colour hair's he got?
I think it's quite short. It's like shaved a bit.
See, if he was a bit older, I was going to go Ian.
Yeah, Ian, Gary.
Yeah. But
No.
the age has thrown me off, because not many people get Chris and Gary anymore, do they?
Matthew. I just
Oh,
had
that's
something
quite
connect
good.
me, yeah.
Well, how did you find that? Did it just
Because
come
his name's
to you?
Matt. And then I just put, ew. At the end. It's Matthew. Lock that in. Go on, Joe.
Stephen.
With a V or a PH?
V.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
We'll
Has he
find
got
out.
an earring? That's very specific. Tattoos?
I don't think... I can't see... No, he hasn't got... Because he wears shorts and short sleeve. No tattoos. Unless
Yeah.
they're
I mean,
hidden.
I'll ask the question for you. Is he single? Because
Yeah.
it seems like he's getting that way.
Stephen. I'm going Stephen.
Go on, Matthew. I like
Brilliant.
that. Right, Matthew. Please have a guess at home as well.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask him, because we are on speaking terms a bit, if I can film him and get his response.
Yeah.
Good old Matthew.
Yeah.
He's good like that.
Steve.
Yeah.
Stephen. I'm going to be honest, it's a really good thing to be friends with your postman. It's very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice quality. You friend with your postman?
Postwoman, actually.
Oh, dang.
No. No,
Oh.
she's a bit scary looking.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Lots of tattoos.
Yeah.
She comes up to the door and then...
Yeah.
Anyway.
You ready for another question?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's one of my best mates' 30th soon, and he's put on this whole thing, like karaoke, but it's called Rockyoke, where they have a live band
Yep.
doing it.
Yeah.
And my question to you guys, what song am I going to perform?
I know.
Do you know what song you're going to perform already?
I have a very good idea.
Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. It's that one. Oh, won't you please take me home?
That one.
Yeah. It's
But
Guns N'
just-
Roses.
I think that's just
Lock
cost
it in.
us 20 grand, doesn't it? To put that on the podcast.
That's it.
Possibly. What is that, Sweet Child of Mine?
No, that's She Had Eyes of the Bluest Skies. Actually, I think it's going to be Sweet Child of Mine. That's better. Well done. You gave me that.
Oh.
I know.
I'm thinking Bon Jovi.
Both going big 80s like hair rock, if you know what I mean.
Because you're the type that would pull that out the bag.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not. He's giving us an inkling. I'm not going to say Bon Jovi now. I'm completely the opposite way. I'm going to go more.
No, but the quiet one.
I know exactly what he's going to sing. He's going to sing a Killers.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so you're not going to
will-
sing
no,
a Killers.
I mean, that giggle could indicate either. Like you're very close, or
Because he's of that generation.
Kings of Leon. Kings of Leon. He's going Kings of Leon. It's got to be the opposite to what he looks like he would smash out. Because it's people's alter egos sometimes.
I'm also, what's the Scottish band? Biffy
Texas.
Clyro. Texas at Rocky Oakley. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go Killers. What was their big one?
Mr. Brightside.
Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
Lock it in. Lock it in.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm going with. What are you going with?
I'm going with...
Paradise. Sweet Child of Mine.
No, I'm not.
Paradise City.
I'm going Kings of Leon.
Oh, Kings of Leon.
I don't know
Sex is on fire?
You gave me that, but I'm taking it.
Yeah, take it. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Okay, brilliant. I'm feeling confident. Matthew and Mr. Brightside. Don't do the one. It's horrendous. It's like when people talk to you. The worst thing in the world is when someone picks you up and they're like, "Hi, mate, you're right," and they're eating whilst they're on the phone. I just think, "Oh, you."
Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it?
It's one of the worst things.
I know. I have a thing about eating anyway. When you watch people eat a certain way,
What, it bugs you?
Well, there's a name for it. There's a name if you get annoyed by someone masticating too loudly. Too loudly.
Very good.
If that irritates you, that's got a name. So don't feel a stranger. Don't feel alone in your irritation.
So you don't like mukbangs then?
What are they?
It's a thing on YouTube where people eat just like loads of, like, say, giant crab. And it's disgusting. Well, I think it's disgusting.
No, I've seen that.
But it's like a full-on thing that like loads of people love.
I've seen that.
Is it the challenge where you have to
No,
eat
it's not even a challenge. They're
no,
just like
it's-
having a chat and just eating.
Oh, mate.
And you just watch them eat. Yeah.
Matt, what's it called?
Mukbang. M-U-K bang.
What a name. Where's
it's
mukbang
disgusting.
come from? It sounds like a new
It's
McDonald's burger.
ASMR, isn't it?
Kind, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
okay.
It's basically just people. Look, this is. Oh, you absolute fucking
Why
pig.
is all this though, and all the competitions with eating and all of that? Why is it always crap food? Why are they never scoffing? Iceberg makes a noise.
That is the least of our worries right now. So this bloke here, I don't know if we'll be able to show him on YouTube. He's mukbang ASMR.
Mukbang.
He's got it's a tight shot on his face. What are you doing with your life, mate?
He's probably a millionaire.
It's got 280,000 likes, 11 million views.
11 million
He's
views.
doing all right for himself.
So he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Can I just say, why did we not line 12 Snickers ice creams up and just go at it?
Instead, we've had to listen to bloody Bob Metcalfe and Baba
Eating his
Vanga.
bloody words in a blender when we could have just sat and eat Snickers ice creams.
It's like, Matt, go get the KFC. Go.
Seriously, Matt, now's the time.
Oh, he's doing it very seductive. I could see why this is actually quite appealing. It's like the geezer chopping wood. Have you seen him?
No. Oh, he's fit, isn't he?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, get him up a minute.
Okay, Matt, we got time for this.
Yeah.
Bloke,
It's going in.
bloke chopping
up.
wood. Sexy.
Yeah, fit.
TikTok. That's got to be
Yeah.
in. Have you seen this guy?
I think
He
I
like
know of him.
spits on the wood, like
Yeah, he
spanks
gives
it.
it.
He's like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to break this with one whack, and he's like, bam, and it just makes people go crazy. Is it sexy then, as a woman? Is it? Bro got Thor strength. Oh, people are idiots, aren't they?
Yeah, here he is. This is it.
Here we go.
Give that a wipe.
Yeah, he's left a big.
Fucking guy.
Is that sexy?
For fuck's sake.
Oh my god!
Oh, look
I
at
didn't
him
expect
go.
that.
There we go.
I didn't expect
That's
it
a money shot in it right at the end.
The moisture's just gone up in this pub by quite some. Yeah, no, I get it. Anyway, what's the third question?
Did you want to do third and final?
Third and final. Yeah, I know. Having a hot flush here over a bloke chopping wood.
How many bottles of booze will there be in my recycling bin next Sunday?
When did you... Go on.
Joe, after you, please.
When did you take it out last?
It will be a week. So I will count it from today.
Have you've recently moved to a new property?
Yep.
Have you had a house party, a welcoming and gathering, or a dinner party?
No.
Have you got a party coming up in the next week?
I think that's going to give it away.
Oh.
Either way.
Also, have you got
He's going to.
I'm keeping it ambiguous.
Okay.
No.
Have you got an alcohol problem?
Yeah, he sticks him in the roof like Mark.
How many bottles are going to be?
Yeah.
I'm going to predict that this is something to do with housewarming.
64.
Okay.
64.
Yeah.
Number now, go.
72.
All right then. That's episode 1, the pilot, in the bag. I was pretty nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous.
Thanks for listening. If you want to follow us on our channels, we are at We Called It Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
All of those ones really, isn't it?
Give us a follow, subscribe. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, because we're going to do one a week, aren't we?
We certainly are.
It's coming in thick and fast.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you, bye.
COVID-19, caught it. Leicester winning the league, caught it. And losing the team.